Leo, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear. I've set that intention with my guides and with this deck. So if you are here because this was in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's see what Spirit has. I do have an Oracle deck too that I will pull from at the end just to get some additional messages from Spirit. So be sure and like the video, leave a comment if you feel called to do so, and definitely subscribe to my channel because it helps my channel to grow, but it also pushes the messages out so that others can get them as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I forgot to grab the bottom. So the bottom of the deck is King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to be. But the King of Pentacles is very wealthy, very stable, very grounded type of energy, right? It is long-term stability. It is wealth built over time, right? But he is very nurturing and very smart businessman. And this could have something to do with like long-term, stable, grounded, nurturing type of energy, right? So it doesn't have to be an actual person. It can just be that grounded, stable energy here. The situation is the Lovers. So the Lovers is about a choice. It's about a decision made from a place of love and compassion, right? Aligning. The Lovers is also about like alignment, and it's like a balance between the masculine and feminine energies, but it's also about a love relationship or a loving relationship, right? So this could be like a soulmate, divine counterpart. This could be somebody you're married to, or this could just be somebody very close to you, right? This could be like a family member or somebody that's like some type of loving relationship. The blockage in this relationship is Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is about communication, right? It is about swift forward movement, and it's also like working together, right? Like these wands are all kind of headed in the same direction, but this is about communication. So I feel like you two maybe not be talking, or communication is limited, right? Yeah, or non-existent, because that is the blockage here between the two of you, or communication in whatever the situation is, right? It doesn't even have to be a love situation, but this is alignment. Communication is taking you out of alignment here. And the root cause of this is Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is like a stagnant kind of bored energy, but it's also like this holding on to the past, right? Holding on to past situations and not moving forward, not seeing the new opportunity that is before you, right? So things may be at a standstill with the relationship because there's no communication, or because communication is limited. But this Four of Cups is like needing to see this opportunity in front of you, right? Because this person is so focused on these three cups here that he's not noticing this fourth cup coming in. And this fourth cup can be an opportunity. This can be, a gift from Spirit here being handed to you. But this is something that occurred in the past. So this could be like a past relationship, or, holding on to something that happened in the past. So that could have been like an argument, or something happening in the past has caused no communication or limited communication here. What is affecting this situation is the Knight of Pentacles. So things are moving very slowly. The Knight of Pentacles is not a fast moving energy. This is a very slow moving energy. But it is, again, very grounded, stable. The Pentacles are the slowest moving, but it is something that is built on a solid foundation, something that is stable and can be built on over time, right? So this isn't something that's going to like come in and then leave. This is something that is going to come in and then build up to that King of Pentacles over time, right? You start at this Knight of Pentacles and then you build up to that King of Pentacles type of stability, long-term wealth, long-term stability. So maybe things were moving very slowly as far as communication or as far as this relationship. And maybe there needs to be some communication about it, right? Or maybe things were just moving too slowly and they got very stagnant, right? Maybe things just aren't picking up as fast as you would like them to. So your higher self or your guides are giving you the magician. So the magician is the master manifester, right? And your thoughts become things. When you manifest, the universe, brings those things into fruition for you based off of your actions. So, um, he has all of the tools that he needs: air, earth, fire, and water. He has the wands, the swords, the pentacles, and the cups. And he can create the reality that he wants by manifesting and then putting in the actionable steps towards that, right? So you can create your reality, right? You can manifest this. And maybe you have been manifesting this person, or you have been manifesting some type of communication here. But also, this is about like taking some kind of inspired action, but also watching your thoughts, right? Meditating and then watching how you talk to yourself, how you talk out loud, right? Like, so if this is a situation where you want communication or you want something to happen with this person or this alignment, this partnership, right? Then you need to watch what you're saying about that, right? You can't say, oh, well, that's never going to happen, and then wish that it would happen, right? Your thoughts become things, and you're manifesting what you want. So focus on the positive, focus on the outcome that you want to happen here. So in the immediate future, we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning, right? So this can be a creative endeavor. This could be a partnership where you guys are building a business, or it can be, family dynamic. And now we have this new passionate beginning together, right? So it can be passionate in love, right? So this could be um, like a new beginning in this relationship, like kind of rekindling that spark, right? So wands are fire energy. So this could be like a resparking of things between the two of you if this is about love, or this could just be like some kind of new creative adventure with you and a partner here, right? Maybe you guys wanted to build a business in the past and things just weren't kicking off as fast as you wanted them to, so now you're manifesting that, right? Again, general reading, so you take it how it resonates for you. If you want a personal reading, I have them on my website right now for $22. I love doing readings, so please go get one. But coming in very quickly, this is a gift from spirit. So this is some kind of like inspiration, some kind of creativity. And in this card, like, it's almost like, this person gets like bonked in the head. They're just like in awe of this, right? So there may be some kind of like aha moment here, right? Like some kind of sudden fast, because wands are very fast moving energy. But there's a new beginning coming in here. And your thoughts and feelings, we have the Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords is like this nightmarish energy, right? It is like depression, staying up late at night, anxiety, replaying scenarios, replaying things in your head, right? Maybe like what could have been, what happened, or, what if I had said this? What if I had done that? What if we had worked this out, right? Like, so it's that hamster wheel thinking going around and around and around, and it's not serving you. Again, with the magician, watch your thoughts, watch what you're manifesting. You don't want this to fall apart, right? Like, you want this to come together. If that's what you want, then you need to focus on that. You need to focus on what it is you want to bring into fruition. In the environment, the influence here is Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is about confusion. And maybe due to lack of communication, there is a lot of confusion in this situation. But it could also be, like there were other options involved, or it could just be that there are lots of options on how to move forward, right? There are lots of options on how to take this creative new beginning, right? This new adventure, but needing to not get lost in the fog here, right? And really don't feed into like wishful thinking, or again, like daydreaming, like needing to make a choice, right? You have 7 choices here and you're needing to make a decision. But I just feel like with this in the environment right now, this is like really confusing. maybe for you or maybe for the other person, but there is some sort of confusion here. And your hopes and fears, we have the Five of Pentacles. So, Five of Pentacles is again those limiting beliefs and really feeling in lack, feeling like you don't have what it takes, or, you've lost this person and now things are never going to come together. You could be feeling abandoned here, or you could be fearing abandonment by this person, right? If this is someone you have no communication with or limited communication, then I feel like you're just kind of fearing the worst here. You're fearing that they're never going to come back, or that they've abandoned you and things aren't going to work out the way that you want them to. And again, you need to watch your thought process, right? Because that is very much holding yourself back, and those are limiting beliefs. But with that Magician, it is needing to manifest the outcome that you want, right? So the potential outcome is the Ace of Cups. This is a whole new emotional beginning here. So like a whole restart to some kind. And again, this could be creativity. So you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So there is a passionate emotional beginning coming in here. I love that. So again, watch your thoughts, because you're thinking the worst with this Nine of Swords and this Five of Pentacles, but Spirit is handing you these new beginnings, right? So I feel like this is you just kind of needing to really grab a hold of some kind of new adventure, and it's going to lead to emotional fulfillment. With the Ace of Cups, this is like the cup overflowing, right? So this can be your heart chakra opening. This can be like intuition. This can again be creativity, because the cups are connected to our emotions. So this is just a new emotional beginning. This can be like a complete restart in a relationship. This can be a whole new relationship. Um, but this is like some kind of new beginning coming in here. You could be opening up more to your intuition if you are looking to move into a spiritual practice, right? This could be you balancing your masculine and feminine and getting into alignment for a spiritual awakening here, or like opening up to your intuition, right? So let's see. What do they not see coming, Spirit? So we have the Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Sun. I love that. So Seven of Swords can be sneakiness and lies, but I generally look at it as doing things differently, right? So if we were doing this in the past where there was no communication, we need to do that differently, right? We need to communicate better. We need to figure out ways to work together. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, which is about give and take, right? So doing things differently as far as communication or energy, time, whatever it is, right? Make sure that you are giving as much as that you are getting, right? And don't overgive, but also don't have the other person giving too much to you, right? There needs to be reciprocity. There needs to be balance, equal give and take here. And I feel like that's what you're doing differently in the future. Maybe things weren't balanced, because again, the Lovers can be about balance. Maybe things weren't balanced in the past with communication, or whatever that is. Again, general reading, but I feel like in the future we're going to be doing things differently, and things are going to be a lot more balanced and equal give and take here, and it's going to be very joyful, happy time. Like the Sun is my favorite card in the deck, but the Sun is very joyful, happy, like that inner child and growth, prosperity. So there are happy times ahead, and I feel like that's, it's going to be really good. Doing things differently is really going to lead to some happiness here, and again, fulfillment. So what advice do you have for Leo? So you have the Empress, the Two of Wands, and the Death card. So the Empress is that divine feminine energy. It is like receiving, right? Being open to receive things. And you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So those are very much gifts from spirits, right? From spirit, right? So being open to receiving these new beginnings. The Empress is very abundant. She is very fruitful. It's about growth, right? So she has like the divine feminine energy is receiving energy. The masculine energy is action, right? Going after things. And the feminine energy kind of receives and just lets things flow. So I feel like maybe you don't want to force this, maybe kind of just go with the flow, sit in your Empress energy and receive, right? Let things come to you and let things play out the way that they're going to. We have Two of Wands, which is about um, decisions. It's about stepping out of a comfort zone, but it's also about planning, right? So maybe maybe sitting in the divine feminine energy is not in your comfort zone, you know, because we are fire signs, right? I'm a Sagittarius, so like I have that go-getter mentality, and which is a good mentality to have. But I feel like this is you kind of needing to sit in that Empress energy, and with the Two of Wands, like kind of step out of your comfort zone and maybe plan the next steps that you want to take here, and um, like making a choice to put an end to some kind of pattern, or transforming the way you think about this situation, or there's just some kind of like putting an end to a mentality, or putting an end to forcing things, right? Then needing to sit more in a receiving energy. So again, maybe you've tried to force things in the past and now you need to do things differently. Maybe you tried to force communication in the past, or you tried to push through things in the past, and now you just need to sit in that divine feminine energy, which is easier said than done, right? Because like I said, we're fire signs. We want to take action. We want to do. And that usually gets us results, right? But there are times where you need to balance that masculine and feminine. I mean, that Lover's card is there. It's about alignment, right? So getting into alignment is really going to help you do things differently this time, right? Because you don't want to repeat a pattern. So let's see. What else do you have for Leo Spirit? I love this. So we have reach out. You've isolated yourself and you're trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out and ask for support at this time. Maybe ask your guides for some support, or you could ask, whoever else is involved in this situation. We have strategy and planning. Your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. Now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. Yeah, that Two of Wands, planning. Follow your passion. If there's something that excites and motivates you, it's a message from your Akashic record that it can lead to your abundance. Don't silence it. Authenticity. Be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. I love that. So maybe be authentic with this person, right? Or this partner or the situation, in order to get into alignment here. So I really love this. I mean, you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups coming in here. You have a new beginning, and it's going to lead to all this happiness, right? So I hope that message helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.